Jesse, thank you. Now to Decision 2024 coverage, a live look at the White House, where the future residence of the newly elected 47th president, and it is someone who has held that address before. The NBC Decision desk called the race for President Donald Trump around 5:30 this morning after getting the win in Wisconsin. We expect to hear from Mr. Trump at some point today. And this win, it is really historic in so many ways because Trump will be the oldest president ever elected at 78 years old. It is also the first time in more than a century that a president has won another term in office after being defeated in a previous election. Those wins in battleground states were key, especially places like Georgia, Pennsylvania, and North Carolina, playing a big factor in getting to that magical 270 electoral votes.
So now we've got 100% of all the votes reported here in Georgia. Trump flipped the Peach State back from blue to red with 50.8% of the vote. Still overall a pretty tight margin, but about 117,000 more votes than Harris. More than 5 million Georgians cast their ballots, shattering previous records. We saw results in record time as well. And that was a goal of the Secretary of State's office. And that happened even with the record turnout. The race was called just after midnight, about 12:35. One key from Republicans in Georgia was the turnout in rural counties and in strong Republican counties, red counties getting redder. Let's dig deeper into a few key counties for the Democrats as well. In 2020, Cobb County went to Joe Biden with 56% of the votes. Donald Trump received 42%. Now look at the new numbers here in comparison. The Dems made a few gains here. Harris had nearly 57%, Mr. Trump with 42%. And for background, Cobb County was solidly Republican in 2012. Mitt Romney won in 2012 by 12 points. Taking a look at Gwinnett County now, Georgia's most diverse county in 2020. Gwinnett went overwhelmingly for Biden with 58%, Trump receiving 40%. This year, Democrats lost a little ground with 56% for VP Harris, Trump with 41%. And Fayette County has been one to watch, even on a national scale. It's a section of the South Side that continues to shift. In 2020, Trump won Fayette County with 53%, Biden got 46%. This election, the margin got a little tighter. Trump received 51% with Harris's 48%.
New at midday, we are getting local reactions to Trump winning the presidency. 11 Alive's Molly Oak joining us from Midtown. Molly, what are you hearing out there this morning now that the race has officially been called?
Yeah, Aisha and Cheryl, we've been talking with folks for about an hour and a half or so, trying to get a gauge on their reaction once they saw the results. We've been seeing both sides of the spectrum. Some people saying they're really concerned, others saying they're feeling positive with the results.
I obviously respect the will of the people. I didn't vote for the person who won, okay? But life must go on.
I was actually pleased with the results, and I think that a lot of people, there was definitely some worries on both sides, and I think that there was, obviously the swing states, battleground states end up going, red. So I think that, I'm just glad people got out and vote and, voice their opinion.
I don't know. Everybody who didn't vote, you should have voted. That's all I have to say.
Now coming up tonight at 4 p.m., you'll hear from more voters and their reaction to the election results. For now, reporting live in Atlanta, Molly Oak, 11 Alive News.
All right, Molly, thank you. A lot of emotions running high today, no matter which way and what side you were on. Early this morning, an aide to the president-elect told NBC News another Trump rally can be expected soon. When Trump beat Hillary Clinton in 2016, he made multiple stops during the transition in what he called a thank you tour.
Georgia results came in fast, as we mentioned, and that was the goal. Even with the record turnout we've been talking about, Georgia's race was called quickly. By 2 a.m., the first call for Donald Trump projected win nationally came in. A far cry from 2020 when it took 4 days to call the presidential race. Remember, we were waiting as Pennsylvania finished their count and Joe Biden was declared the winner. Compare that to 2012, the fastest results. 12 minutes after polls closed, networks announced former President Barack Obama beat Mitt Romney. The longest wait in U.S. history came in 2000 with the hanging chads in Florida. It left the fate of the race to the Supreme Court. 36 days later, the justices stopped a recount. Republican George W. Bush won the Electoral College and the presidency, even though Democrat Al Gore won the popular vote. Ariana Manise.